Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What up, people? I want to just stop, man, through and drop a little quick message, man. You know, I was on YouTube, man, and I was checking, and I was watching a whole bunch of stuff, man, and I just had something it came to mind that I just wanted to speak on now. I know as far as the whole violent stuff going in the street and all that and the stuff that go on with, I know at this point that the shit gonna have to run its course and it's gonna have to keep getting crazy and crazier until everything implodes, until certain things change. But that doesn't mean that there's still not people out there who they'll hear something, man, and it'll strike some light in somebody's heart. You know what I mean? And those people who the light gets struck in, they were supposed to have that light. You know what I mean? Start shining, up here or in the heart space. You know what I mean? Now, this is something that you might not know. Now, even though a lot of times, man, a lot of y'all don't, it's Black History Month, usually on Black History Month, I would do a whole lot of stuff, man, but, I've changed that, I've changed that slightly to a degree, you know what I mean? No need to be getting into why, but a lot of things that y'all probably don't know, you know what I mean, is that you get taught in school. If you don't get taught the truth in school, I mean, you would just think that just all of a sudden that your whole history has to do something with slavery only, in which there were empires and kingdoms in Africa and those places, and actually, which you probably don't even realize this. A lot of y'all don't even know, man. It was a whole lot of armies and stuff we had that were very, very, very victorious and couldn't be fought. Which you probably don't even realize this. A lot of y'all don't even know, man. It was a whole lot of armies and stuff we had that were very, very, very victorious and couldn't be fought. And it was to the point to where, it was like impenetrable. Like people would try to invade, you know what I mean, whatever, and people would, and the different cultures that would try to invade, they'd just get their ass kicked, you know what I'm saying? And this is some real shit, okay? Nobody could ever have victory over these kingdoms unless they were fighting amongst each other. Yes, this is historical facts. Divide and conquer. All that. Because I'm watching YouTube, I'm seeing all this stuff going on with the drill rap, with the Gangster Disciples against the Crips. And then I'm looking at the thing that happened with Crip Mac. And then I'm looking at how they have these people who they're like famous YouTubers that bring people. Looking at the favorite YouTubers, you know what I mean, who they bring the different people on, and just seeing a whole lot of these shows like the $1 Million worth of gaming with like Gilly, and just seeing all of the warfare, you know what I mean, of all of these majority black folks, you know what I mean. It's like just everybody is being pitted against everybody else constantly. This is a war tactic that is being practiced on you to a level that you would not believe, okay? It's like standard operating procedure. And it's like impossible to get people to see this. They couldn't invade those kingdoms and everything unless there was internal strife. As a matter of fact, if y'all haven't seen the Hidden Colors documentary series, all of y'all all of y'all who haven't, y'all need to go ahead and check that out. I'm telling you, man, this whole drill stuff with the drill music, you know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be, man. But just hopefully, man, that this strikes some light in somebody's mind. The richest person the person who was the richest on the planet recorded ever was a black man. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all probably didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? But this shit here, it really hit me today, man. It's hit me before, but I was just like, shit. Fuck, bro. Now some shit with the fucking, and then it's like, okay, like they got the YouTuber Trap Lore Ross. You know, I actually told him this, one time. I was like, bro, I like your videos, but one thing that I don't like about it, I can't tell whether you just making money off of black people and making fun of them at the same time, because it looked like that's what you might be doing. It's like, either are you really obsessed with all this stuff and this is your interest and you try to play it off like it's a joke, but you really love it, or is you one of those people who you making money off of motherfuckers while making a mockery of them? I never heard back from them. But I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. That's something I want to think about. I put a couple of links and stuff through here. This shit here. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. That's something I want to think about. I put a couple of links and stuff through here. This shit here. And it's like mark my words, bro. You know what I mean? Any place, okay, like New York. Yeah, how much you want to bet it's gonna be like? New York is gonna be either close or more. Well, at least it might be close. Who knows? It might be more than Chicago as far as the murder rate. Any place that has apartment complexes that can hold a lot of people, okay, low income stuff, you know what I mean, and has well, it doesn't have to have gangs. We know that from New Orleans and Baton Rouge. But if they do have gangs with the music, oh, it's a motherfucking powder keg. I mark my words. That's the recipe. That's the recipe. Any place that has that many people, any place where with all those like apartment complexes and like that kind of stuff, it's always can get turned up. And it's something else I wanted everybody to think about. You know what I mean? Earlier today, I had to go to my father's funeral, and just to see, all of the emotions people was having, and even all of the planning and things that had to be executed through the funeral. It hit me even harder. Like, a lot of people gotta understand. I never tell you to let a motherfucker do anything to you. I'm not saying that. And if you really in your heart believe that you have to get somebody before they get you, God knows your heart. Okay, but you got to think about how much you do when you do that. But yeah, man, that's just something I just wanted people to, to think on, and just people just don't. A lot of people just don't get. Usually, what I try to do, man, is I try to not get caught up in certain shit, and I try to ignore shit when people say shit. But I did have a moment here recently where somebody was disrespecting, my race, and it was this Hispanic dude, and he was going on. He was in a blog. He was going on and just talking all kinds of shit, and then I slipped up. Got mad, and said some shit back to him, and and also posted a picture of me and a whole bunch of other black people at a certain place at a certain time. I don't want to get into much more, but I don't want to get into much more than that. And the reason I posted, said what I said, posted a picture is like to show the motherfucker, like, you making it sound like they got motherfuckers who are not, serious or not taking courage. And I was like, I have absolutely no problem with Hispanic people. You know what I mean? But what I have a problem with is when I start seeing people disrespecting my race. Because I told them, I was like, see, this is what you do. I was like, even though y'all got all them numbers, y'all always team up with the white people to go against us. That's y'all's motherfucking game. The racist ones of your race. That's y'all's motherfucking game. That's that. So, and I look at it as, if you are a black man and you end up being successful, you should give yourself a big pat over. You should give yourself a big pat on the back, because that shit's not easy. You know what I mean? Well, it's not as easy, as certain things, But at the same time, even one of my solutions for myself is to not even be involved with certain kind of motherfuckers and to live a life, with spirituality, trying to help people in service. That way I don't even have to be around people who are on that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And just because it's just this shit here goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? It does. Gangster Disciples against the Crips in New York. And then they saying like, what was they saying? Well, we don't have problems with the GDs outside of New York. And I'm like, bro, and it's like, if you believe that that's gonna mean that everything's gonna be okay and all this, and I mean, people understand how it is. People who want to be real, they want to go ahead and get their stripes. I understand that shit, but to a degree. But there's got to be a better way to get stripes, man. You know what I mean? So, y'all stay tuned, man. God bless y'all, and I'm gonna holler at you.